Hi, this is Dr. Shirsoy, and today I'm talking about a very common procedure, which is basically Botox. So, how it works? Very simple. Botox comes back like this with a bottle. It comes back in a different units, and inside, of course, there's a little bottle, and the little bottle comes with a little powder in it. And then what we're going to do, we're going to just put some saline in it to make it liquid. And then once it's liquid, then we have got the syringe, because it's a small syringe, it's only 1 cc syringe, and it has got a tiny little needle. First of all, we're going to, with a bigger needle, we're going to pull whatever units of the Botox which we want. We want to pull it out here. Let me just open this out for you. So basically, we're going to pull whatever units we want here, and then we take the big needle off, which is already off in here in this situation, and then we put this tiny little needle. And this is, I love it because it's very short, and if you can focus, is really, you can't even see the tip of it. Maybe I can show it in the background here. You can see it's really tiny. So now we've got these numbers here, and these are all give us the unit, the way how we mix it. It will give us a different number depending on how we mix it. Now we have everything else. And I've got usually another little thing device is it's a little vibrator, and that will happen that when we use this one, it will reduces that discomfort which comes along with the injection. So now we decide to see where we want to put the Botox. If you want to get these frown lines, which is mostly right here, what we're going to do, we're going to just get our units, we're going to just point at the area, we mark it ahead of time before where you want, which muscles we want to weaken. Those muscles, because these muscles which are contracted cause the folding. So we're going to weaken that muscle. So we're going to put it right there. First of all, we're going to use the vibrator. We put it on here with an assistant, or I can even do it myself. And then we can there, and then we inject, and then whatever unit, and then next, we're going to put it again, a few more units, again next, few more units, and that's it. And if you want to use the glabella, exactly the same thing. We're going to put it right here. We're going to use on the glabella, one unit, one here, unit, another one here, and unit. So that's what's take care of the glabella, which is the frown line here, and also for the forehead with the frown line on the forehead. Now to lift the eyebrows, we're going to do the same procedure, but again, we're going to just use the same thing to get more Botox from there. And then what will happen, we put it right there on the corner of the eyes, depending 1 or 2 position. In here, we're going to put again whatever unit that you want, and then everybody's a little bit different with different unit, and then here, and then a tiny bit maybe around here. And then we can do this, repeat the same thing on the other side. So that's basically it. I just wanted to see that probably everybody has, lots of people have done it before, thousands of Botox videos, but I guess basically the idea is just my thing is just to show that we can use a little bit vibrator unit, which makes it discomfortless, and I can show that the needle is really small and tiny. And then the effect of the Botox is usually not right away. It takes between 5 to 7 to 8 days. Around that time you get the effect of that. And at the beginning, some people, they may feel some heaviness, and then some night which just goes away in a couple of days, and then after that you won't be able to move the muscles that we weakened. And that's the way that we get rid of the wrinkles. Side effects, really basically no side effects on the Botox. You have read lots, of course, very rare side effect about voice change and another thing is really rare. And the only possible side effect, which is more common, is some bruising at the areas which is you put the needle in. If there's a little capillary you hit it, you may get a little bit of bruise, which you could easily hide it with a makeup, and it's not going to be a big deal. Okay? That's about it.